We're live.
We are live. It's Talk Over a Beer Live with X-Country Adventures, Rob Hale or Hailstorm, and your host, Hobbit Hunter. We're going to be talking about UFOs tonight. Should be fun. Ooh, I'm scared now. That was pretty good. All right. How long before Chad gets on?
He probably gave up on us. It's been a while.
Been a couple. We've been out making adventures, for crying out loud. We can't be sitting in the house. Know what I mean, Vern?
Yeah.
So let's start it off. Rob.
Yes.
Hailstorm. Change your name to Hailstorm.
I'm trying. How do I do it? I forgot.
I don't know.
Oh, I remember. I think right here. No.
Just
Any UFO stories?
Right click on your screen.
Oh. Rename. Is that the one that says rename?
Probably, yeah.
I think Rob needs a beer.
Tina went to get me some because somebody drank all my beer, and I don't know who that fat fucker was. Oh, excuse my French. Sorry.
Fly Rock and Claude are on.
Chad is on.
Chad is on. Only took 20 seconds. Way to go, Chad.
There. Now I'm better. Watch my language. I need more beer.
Yep.
Welcome, Claude. Welcome, Fly Rock. And welcome, Chad. We're going to be talking UFOs tonight. So, Rob, give us a UFO story.
I got some stories, but they ended up finding out what it really was when I was a kid in the Bay Area, California. I used to get up at 3 o'clock every morning and deliver the San Jose Mercury newspaper. And one morning, me and a friend were out there riding our bikes, and I just lost everything on my screen. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. We're riding our bikes, 3 o'clock in the morning, delivering the San Jose Mercury News. And we could see this light coming at us and no noise. And it kept dropping and coming right at us and kept dropping. And pretty soon we started hearing a weird noise, and we were freaking, dude. I mean, it was headed right at us. And finally, when it started, it was one of them Sub-Hunter airplanes, and the engines had all died. And that sucker was dropping out of the sky. When he started, he was probably 100 feet above us, and he flew off, man. But we were scared because it was back when every day we'd go to deliver our papers, and all you'd read of them is UFO sightings all over the place. And that freaking scared us. It was pretty cool, though. But that's about all I got for UFOs. I've seen some things, but yeah, I've seen some things out there, but nothing that could be really seen as a UFO.
That's boring.
Well, I'm sorry. That's all I had.
Wow. Chad wants to know, where the heck have we been?
Vacation, dude.
Chad, we've been out making adventures, man. We spent a little over a week on the Winnemucca Dunes, tearing up our Can-Ams and Razors, jumping and flying and running through the sand. How about you? It looks like Chad got himself a bass boat.
Ooh, bass tracker even.
Wow. So if we come to Florida, are you going to take us out fishing, Chad? Excuse me. Because I'm headed to Florida here in about 6 months.
Are you?
Yep. I'm going to Lake Wales. I'm going to go check out the ultralights that, what the heck? I can't even remember the name of it now. I will tell you here in a second.
I've got a UFO story for you.
Shoot.
So I was staying with my grandparents when I was younger down in New Mexico, northern part. And I had I used to stay down there for a couple months, and they'd put me in one of the guest rooms, and I was sleeping, and I remember waking up, and I was hearing this woo, woo, woo noise.
Well, that's pretty good. Do that again.
And sat up in bed and I kind of looked around, and then I just laid back down and went back to sleep. Didn't think much of it until I recently heard stories of other people having UFO experiences and hearing that same noise, and then them also going right back to sleep.
You could have been abducted.
Don't know.
Did your butt hurt when it was
bullfrog? Over? No, it wasn't a bullfrog. It was a different, like a, I don't know. It's hard to say. It wasn't like it was right out your window or underneath your bed, but it was like heavy in stereo type. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But I've heard of other people having the same experience, but their encounters were a little bit more exciting than that one.
Yeah. Like Rob's.
Yeah.
I had one when I was working for the sheriff's office. Other deputy and I were chasing this light all over the desert. It would fly off and then kind of hover over the ground 20, 30 feet. So we'd take another road, get pretty close, and it'd take off and do the same thing about 2 miles away. We chased it around for about 3 hours. Finally, we decided, well, we better call the sheriff and let him know what was going on. So we gave him a call. We had dispatch call him. This was before cell phones. And he went out to his car and got on the radio. And he says, "What's going on?" So we explained it to him. He says, "All right." I said, "Well, what do you want us to do if we catch him?" He said, "Book them, illegal aliens." And that's the last we heard from him. We never did catch it. It led us around for 4 or 5 hours. Oh, well.
Cool.
So anyway, yeah, going to Lake Wales, check out the CGS Hawk.
Different one, huh?
Yeah. The Kit Fox is just going to cost too much. I don't think I can work that, where the CGS Hawk is about half the price.
Cool.
And they've got it figured out. I don't know. I have to talk to them. But you can buy it already built as an experimental and do the annuals yourself and the work on it yourself. Where I was under the impression you had to build it from a kit to be able to do that. So
yeah,
I got to go talk to them, see what all of their options are. Because if they have two different kits, one completely bare bones, about 300-hour build, and then the other one is partially built. I think what it is the wings are covered and put together. So I'm going to go check those things out and decide which one I want so that I can go flying with the illegal aliens.
Yeah, you'd pretty much have the money for that one then if it's half the price, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I got it sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
So I'll have to decide on whether I want to pay off my house or go buy an airplane.
Buy the airplane.
Screw the house. I got a trailer I can live in.
Yep.
Chad's been doing some reading up on all this abduction stuff. So he says he'll take us fishing if we show up. How far from Lake Wales are you? And I figured I'd go down the road and visit aviators, see how they're doing.
Yeah.
So you think UFOs are real?
Yes.
Rob?
Why not? I mean, if we're here, why can't there be somebody somewhere else, dude? More advanced.
It's a lot of wasted space if they ain't.
Yeah, a lot. I got to get a beer. Be right back.
So you think Roswell was an alien spaceship, or was that government?
Nah, I think it was an alien.
In Area 51, that's where they're taking them all?
Not anymore.
No.
No, they used to. Now, I can't remember the place where the experts say that they're taking them, but
Area 52?
Yeah. They're using Area 51, Groom Lake, as a decoy to keep people's interest.
Oh. I always thought that's where they filmed the moon landing.
No, they filmed the moon landing on the moon.
Now they brought Walt Disney out.
Don't get me started on that.
That's a whole new episode.
Yeah, because I can debunk any of your conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Bring it.
I've already done it.
Next episode.
I've done my research. So anyway, I'm gonna get the 2-seater, and I'm gonna get the 10-gallon, the 2 5-gallon gas tanks, and I'm gonna just do my sport license so I can take rides.
There you go. No, the Earth is not flat.
Flat earther. All you gotta do is get in an airplane and go really high and look out the window to know that the Earth's not flat.
I just have the true belief of not believing what the news has to tell you or your government.
Yeah, especially over the last couple days. Was it ABC put that attack Turkey did on TV?
Yeah, I saw that.
Then they got caught. That was a weapons display in Kansas or someplace in the United States.
Oops.
Yeah. And they apologized for the error. What error? That was intentional deceit.
Well, look at War of the Worlds. That freaked out a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Oh, and the original?
The original radio broadcast.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Who was on the radio doing that one?
Wasn't it Orson Welles?
There you go. Orson Welles. Yes, it was. And he even announced before the radio show started that this was a dramatization of this was not real.
Well, it's like YouTube, who logs in right when they start airing.
Yeah, they never said it again throughout it. So everybody that come in late. Oh,
no, they said it every time they went to commercial.
Did they? I heard they never said it again. But it freaked a lot of people out.
Didn't freak me out.
Me neither. I wasn't born yet, I don't think.
Me neither. What happened on what, Chad?
I think he was talking about on the news that you were talking about.
Oh, let me see. I want to get it right. It's in either NBC or ABC. Yeah, I'm friends
ABC.
with this group.
Yeah, Chad's
Girls
saying
and Guns.
ABC News.
Yeah, it was ABC. Let me see if I can find it really fast.
Hobbit, we need to get you some more subscribers.
Yeah, kind of stagnated there.
Here, I'll be your first thumbs up. There you go.
On this one?
Yeah, I gave you a thumbs up.
There, I did, and it says 1. I beat you to it.
No, I did.
No,
I said it. I said it and clicked it.
I said it says 1, me. 3 people are watching now. That's us 3.
You got to refresh. It says 3 now. Thanks, Chad.
Chad be the man.
Chad was lonely without us.
Yeah, we've been gone a couple of weeks, huh, Chad?
Tore up some sand dunes.
Oh, yeah.
Video coming shortly.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun out there.
Yeah.
And it never got hot. That was the good part. Other than the snowstorm that hit right when I got there.
Right.
While I was setting up my trailer and got soaked.
Well, I can't find it. But while I was looking for it, I found something else. Any of you out there that are hunters, let's take a good look at the deer, finding cases of tuberculosis, and the deer tuberculosis can pass to humans. So watch out for it, boys and girls.
So them posts are real, huh? I've
Yes.
seen that, and I didn't know if I wanted to believe it or not.
Yes,
the aliens are spreading it.
Yeah, it's an alien disease. It comes from planet tuberculosis.
Chad says it was nice and quiet while we were gone.
That's rude.
Yeah. We'll show you quiet.
Yeah. Come on, Chad.
Wasn't quiet where we were at.
I was at work the other day and listened to our Bigfoot show again. Sit there in the dozer just laughing my butt off. Thought it was funnier than heck.
Yep. Cool.
It was nice and quiet. What are you doing up so late, Chad?
Yeah, Chad. Don't you got to work tomorrow?
Hobbit, do you know the full story of the War of the Worlds? Off the top of your head?
The War of the Worlds story or the story behind the story?
You just UFO alien type talk. Whatever one you want to talk about.
Well, the story of War of the Worlds was that Martians landed and were taking over the Earth. And they were killing people and moving across the country.
It's only 9 o'clock where Chad's at. It ain't late.
And then then there was a radio show that
Orson Welles had a radio show, and he, I think he actually wrote it and went on the air. It was what do you call it? A dramatization of the story. So he acted like it was real, but told everybody it wasn't. It was just a show. But people were believing that it was real, and all of his news reports on it were real. And people panicked across the United States. And he later apologized for doing it. So that's pretty much the story. And Roswell, you know the story behind Roswell, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
They tried.
Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
They just tried to say it was a weather balloon. He first said it was pieces from a alien spaceship. Then, after he contacted his supervisors, and I can't remember the guy's name, after he contacted his supervisors, came back and said it was a weather balloon. Bull.
I got to get a beer. I'll be right back.
Okay, you be right back.
War of the Worlds was done October 30th, 1938 was the original release date of it. So yeah, we definitely weren't there.
No, we were not. Oh, well. So
when you runnerized your trailer, did you had to have a compressor to blow the air out of it, or the water out, or how'd you do that?
There's 3 ways you can do it. You can winterize it with air and just blow all the air out.
Yeah.
Or you can winterize it with pumping in antifreeze.
Okay.
A special kind of antifreeze.
Yep. I got
Or you can blow it out with air and then put antifreeze in it so that you're not diluting the antifreeze with the water that's already in there.
Okay.
So I blew it out with air and then antifreezed it. And when you blow it out with air, you got to have a regulator because you don't want to put more than like 40 pounds of air through it or you'll start blowing joints and fittings. Yeah. And then, so you buy an adapter that your air hose hooks to that screws into your city water.
Yep.
And you screw that into your city water, attach the hose, and then you should have a regulator, like I said, because you don't want to go over 40. but then you need a filter. If you're using a tanked air compressor,
Yeah.
because you've run them enough to know that water and oil and stuff comes spitting out, and you don't want to put that into your water system.
Yeah.
So they make a, hey, Fly Rock, what's up? So they make a filter. So you hook the fitting, hook the filter, hook the hose, and then put the air to it and go through and open all your outlets.
Yeah.
Till all the water is gone.
Cool.
Like the kitchen on hot.
Yeah.
Kitchen on cold. Then in the bathroom, same thing. Then when I was done with that, I pumped in antifreeze. And while it's pumping, you go to all the outlets and open it up till you got a stream of antifreeze going and close it.
Cool.
And done.
Cool. Did you do your outdoor shower too?
Yep. Everything.
When I called last Friday, when I called them, because my brother said his froze to make sure they'd winterize mine, I asked them how much damage they'd have and how hard of a freeze it'd been. And they said it wasn't a hard enough freeze. That the only damage they'd seen was one outdoor shower popped.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that was probably because they had water in the line on the outside.
Yeah, none of us used ours, so it shouldn't have water in it. So.
No, I used mine.
Oh, did you?
I had run water through it before.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
But you ought to look underneath my trailer. You can't see nothing, all the insulation under there.
I know. Mine, you see everything.
Yeah.
You see the tanks. You don't see none of the lines. They're up inside the floor, but you can see my tanks and everything. So, but they said they did it the day I dropped it off, which was Friday after we got back from camping. So
yeah.
Hopefully they're not
X-Country, if you're still talking to Fly Rock, send him the goodies. Let him get on with us. Yeah, I did it all. I was out there for probably about 2 hours, but I was unboxing my 2-gallon air compressor and getting all the fittings together.
Yeah.
And then I had to install my valve, my sheet for the antifreeze, my bypass valve. Had to install that. Once I got everything installed and everything put together, it was only like 10 minutes.
Cool.
To hook the air up and then just run around opening things.
Yeah. So did they make a kit that you bought to install all that?
For the antifreeze? Yeah.
Yeah, for the valve and everything?
It's just a valve with some hoses and you put it on the suck side of the pump.
Okay.
And you take the line, off, and there's a coupler that you screw onto the pump that the valve screws onto, and then put the line back on the other side of the valve.
Cool.
And then there's a valve out the top that you run the hose in, or a line out the top that you run the hose into the gallon of antifreeze.
Okay.
So you turn a little handle, a little knobby, and you turn the pump on it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I winterized the boat today.
Then you pour a little bit down each sink so that your traps have some in it. And always you check when you get it back, make sure. But they say to leave enough, about a couple inches in your toilet, because that gasket on the flipper, if it freezes, then will start cracking on you.
Yeah.
So you leave a little bit in there to keep it from freezing.
Cool. I'll do that. Thanks.
And then if there's any antifreeze, it's pink in your shower or your bathroom sink. Your kitchen's probably stainless, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I've never looked at it.
Whatever one of them are plastic, like your shower and your bathroom, wipe them down because the antifreeze will stain that plastic.
Okay, cool.
Shower.
Yep. Cool. Come on the show.
I'm going to send.
Fly Rock works with you, don't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to send him the goodies.
He's busy, Cross Country says.
Oh, okay. Well, then we won't send it.
Yeah.
See if I can get Tisa to come on the show.
Yeah, I was surprised that with them sand tires, the difference they make.
Oh yeah.
That I got some. That was so fun.
We need to go to Oregon and see the UFOs.
Is that where that's happening? There's something on the
I
news.
sent you that link to the campground.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep. You did.
Making kids dinner. Oh man, I made the best meatloaf. Woo!
Yeah. There's something on the news the other night, and I didn't watch it, that there's some lights south of Twin being seen, and nobody's saying what it was.
Oh, better get out there.
I'll just look out my back window. Yep, I don't want to go out there.
So when we go elk hunting, we got to look for UFOs.
Okay. We can do that.
Get a couple gallons of antifreeze.
Yeah. We can use the
So
toilet.
at least we could use the toilet.
Yep.
I'll bring my my weed sprayer shower just in case,
Okay.
because we can still do it in the shower
Yeah.
and just dump it when we're done, because that's all the gray water.
Yeah. Yep.
So UFOs, I don't know. That movie Signs, you've seen that, haven't you?
Yeah, that was kind of weird, dude.
I liked
that
it.
one.
I liked it.
It was different.
Yeah, what the heck was his name?
The actor that played in it.
Yeah.
Gil. He's the one from. Way to go! Way to stump my brain.
Let's see.
He was from Road Warrior.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
Mel Gibson.
That guy. That's the one.
Tom Cruise. Come on, Chad, get on board here.
Tom Cruise was in the new War of the Worlds.
Yeah, we were talking about Signs. Okay, related to UFOs, what about Mel Gibson? Yes, Chad, Mel Gibson. What about crop circles?
Yeah, I've seen how they make them.
Well, yeah, those guys that have admitted to it, but not
Yeah.
all of not everything can be explained by what they do.
Yeah.
There's radiation. There's the way on some of them, the way the plants are bent, just a lot of stuff that can't be explained. So
Yeah.
what are they?
The crop circles.
Yeah, but what are they there for?
For to mess with our brains.
Shadow.
I think people are just messing around.
You don't think any of them are made by aliens?
I don't think so.
Huh.
They're trying so hard to not be seen. Why would they do something like that?
Yeah. Yep. Good one. I got to get a beer.
No, they've already proven some as a hoax. So I would just assume the others would be as well.
Well, it's the same with UFOs and with Bigfoot and all this other stuff. There's those poo-poo heads that do the hoaxes that run it for the real stuff. It makes it so hard to believe anything because there's so many hoaxes out there. And yes, if I lived on the Rogue River, I would have a Bigfoot suit sitting up on the trees. But so crop circles, some people say that they're signs, signposts guiding the other UFOs. But if they're that high tech, why do they need something like that? Why don't they just call them on the radio?
And why would they put a signpost in something that lasts only 3 or 4 months?
Because they said they only need it for the specific mission that they were doing.
But yet they can navigate the whole solar
Universe,
system.
yeah.
Universe. They can't. Yeah.
They can find this little itty bitty speck in the middle of black space, but they can't find San Francisco. Maybe they don't want to find San Francisco. Oh, they're going to San Francisco to pick up all those wacky aliens that are there. Because we know some of those people can't be human.
No, I've got an open mind on the crop circle stuff, but until I see better evidence,
Yeah.
I don't like to go off of what doesn't make sense, because a lot of times when something doesn't make sense to someone, oh, it's got to be aliens.
Yeah.
Or
Well, the thing is there's quite a bit involved with the crop circles that people can't explain. There's radiation that's found with some of them, the way the plants are bent without breaking. There's all kinds of different stuff, but just because we can't explain it today doesn't mean we won't be able to explain it tomorrow.
maybe it's the government trying to prepare us.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah. Oh, well. Freaking government. Next show is going to be preppers.
Be what?
Prepping. How to be ready for when the grid goes down, there's no more electricity and no food in the stores. What are you doing?
What the heck is he
You're going.
talking about? I'm reading what Chad wrote.
Oh,
Chad. We got to meet this guy. He's funny.
Chad, how far away are you from Lake Wales?
Are on the map.
You're not gonna have mine. Have you seen the gas prices 2 miles apart?
Yeah. Arizona and Nevada and California, Arizona and California.
No, it was Nevada and California.
Yeah, yeah.
Nevada
That's
was
stupid.
like 280. California was 590.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not 590 here yet.
no, this
LA.
was down south.
Yeah. You'll see them prices when you go to Dumont this year.
Oh, shoot, Death Valley, it was almost 10.
Yeah. Stupid.
Almost $10 a gallon. That little town.
We got to save all our gas for when everybody else runs out. But would that guy in Taft say? They had enough just in Taft, California alone to run the country for 100 years.
Yeah, well, there's a fire in Texas at a storage plant. So
Oh, great. There goes the prices. Again, any reason.
it's on fire. They got interstate. Thought they said interstate 80, but 80 doesn't go through.
No,
Texas.
it's north. Yeah.
Oh, dang it. We got any viewers on
Chad,
other than Chad?
I
Chad?
see 3 watching. But that's mine's been saying that, and it still says I'm the only thumbs up, so I don't know how to refresh it.
Back out and open it again.
Yeah, then I gotta go through all the bull crap with it.
Just
How
hit the
many viewers,
refresh button.
Brian? I don't
3.
see a refresh button.
4.
4?
Yeah.
La, 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 la.
I don't see one.
Now you're down to 3.
Oh, we ran one. Well, now I see 4 watching on mine now. So I don't know.
Still only 18 subscribers. How sad.
Yeah. Fly Rock says he's on. Cross country's not again. He keeps going away.
Dun, 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 dun.
My nephew had a blast coming out there and riding with us. He needed a break from the farm.
Yeah. We'll have to start telling him.
Yeah, heck yeah. He likes that. Especially now that farming's over there. I think they finished up today.
No, I mean when we go there every year.
Yeah. Do you see the video I sent you of the deer on my sister's property?
Yeah.
I asked her if she's going to get some tags. She says, well, I might try, but if she does, she can only get 2. And I said, well, I know 2 people that want them.
Yeah, no kidding.
Then my brother went on there. Me and Taylor want them. Like, no. Me and Frank kill squirrels for them. We get the deer tags.
Yeah, that's our payment for killing squirrels.
You betcha.
And you can tell her that too.
I will.
Why don't your nephew put in for him?
I'll call him tomorrow and tell him.
You've got three groups out there, and all 3 of them can put in for him.
Yeah, and together, all 3 of them got 1,000 acres. So come on.
Yeah. Well, it's a little too late this year.
Yeah, probably.
So
actually, I think right now is when they could do it because it's fall and the deer are coming down now.
Well, maybe I just for next year.
Yeah, maybe that's how
you ain't going to do it for this year.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how those tags work. I know my niece out there when we were riding, she was telling me that in Oregon, they give them to you not by how many deer are on your property. They give them to you by how many acres you have.
Yeah. Well, your sister was telling me that it was by how many deer or animals are being on your property when the guy comes out.
Yeah, and they got to be there when he shows up.
Right.
And he shows up in the middle of the noon when they're all bedded down.
Yeah. So anyway, UFOs, come on. It's got to be a lot more talking about UFOs.
Yep. Yeah, Chad, they are some pretty big deer out there.
Mule deer.
Mule deer, they get big. Yeah. Nobody wants to talk to us about UFOs.
Lake Wales is kind of in the middle of the state and to the west a little bit, I believe. Chad was asking.
Yeah, Chad, it's where the whales are. Remember?
Wales, like Scotland, England, Ireland,
but I
and Wales.
Yeah. The whales are in the ocean, Chad.
Lake Wales. There's a lot of water around there. It's halfway in the middle of the state east of Tampa. So if you head east, about halfway to the Atlantic Ocean is Lake Wales. See, Chad? Right there.
There it is, Chad. I guess it's not in the ocean. I was wrong. Sorry.
This is what it looks like when you're in a UFO. Anyway, it's getting hot in this house.
Did you know?
He says it's 500 miles from him.
Do
we know what? What do we know?
The first well-known UFO sighting occurred in 1947 when a businessman claimed to see a group of 9 high-speed objects near Mount Rainier, Washington.
Aha. That's over where I told you that, sent you that link to the campsite.
Yep.
UFOs all the time. Actually, there's well-known UFO sightings in the Bible, if you believe the Bible.
I've never read it.
I
Chad says he's next to Alabama, so he's way up northwest.
So
that's the story with the group of kids. That's what Chad wants to know. for that sighting you were just talking about?
Who was talking about?
Cross country.
What's that?
The first sighting you said, 1946, was that the one with the kids?
No.
Oh, okay. No, Chad.
So anyway.
Any info on Project Blue Book?
Oh, it's done.
Anything you want to tell anybody?
No.
What? Yeah. What is Project Blue Book?
You don't know what Project Blue Book is?
No, I don't.
Oh, man, you got to get out more.
I don't watch TV no more. I hate the news. I just hate everything.
No, this Project Blue Book was back in the 60s. The government put a couple of guys together to go investigate UFO phenomenon.
I might have read about that one a long time ago. I don't remember though.
There's actually a movie out or a series on Project Blue Book. Is it on Netflix? Is it on? No, it was on TV. Can't remember what.
Crap. I got it. I got it recorded because it was pretty good. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, you're welcome, Chad.
The guy that played Littlefinger on Game of Thrones is in it.
Well, I've never watched Game of Thrones, so I don't know who he is.
There's something seriously wrong.
There's now some thought that maybe they're seeing
Shut up,
the
woman.
big silver bullet that they
Is that your ghost again, turning the TV on?
No, I am.
Okay.
Can't you see me going like this?
Got me a new book to read.
Blue Book. I didn't know you could read.
Oh, I look at the pictures.
Oh, okay. It's on the History Channel, Shadow.
Your History Channel.
Ooh.
History Channel.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you know that an experienced pilot crashed and died after pursuing a UFO?
Really?
Thomas Mantell, an experienced World War II fighter pilot. 1948.
Dick.
What's he saying?
I showed that book. He says it's a pop-up book or coloring book. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry, cross country.
Chad's being mean to Hailstorm.
Cheers, Chad. Drink a beer.
And they say one pilot claims to have seen a UFO travel at 1,400 miles per hour.
Holy crap. That's fast.
How do you judge 14 miles per hour?
1,400 miles.
Because he was doing 700 and it passed him like he was standing still. I don't know.
Wouldn't you say like 15?
Yeah.
Was he a pilot?
Yes.
A military pilot or civilian?
Let's see. Civilian. He was on a business trip.
All right. Well, what a lot of people don't realize is there are ways to get very, very good at judging speeds. In fact, when I was copping, when I took the radar classes, they didn't certify you so much on the radar. They certified you on estimating distance and speed. And we had to go out and do like 100 distance checks and speed checks and then verify them with the radar gun. And then came the test. And you weren't given a test on working the radar gun. You were given a test on estimating distance and speeds coming at you and going away. So, yeah, people can be trained to be very proficient.
I remember that one time you and me were headed somewhere and I thought a guy was doing like 5 mile an hour faster and you said he's probably doing 20 mile an hour faster than us.
Yeah.
He was hauling ass.
Hauling ass. And then the cop stopped us and gave you a ticket.
Yes, he did.
And I got screwed on that one. Get this, ex-country. He gets a ticket, right, for speeding. And I said, well, I was with you. We were bullshitting. So I'll pay for half of the ticket. So I gave him the money. The judge dropped it, 50%. So guess who paid for the whole friggin' ticket? Me.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen. I promise you.
Yeah, right. He wasn't even going to tell me, and then he slipped. What do you think, Chad? Do you think that's a dirty trick?
He just thinks it's funny as hell.
That was rotten, man.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
I do.
I don't.
I do.
I remember the ticket. What? It was a 55-mile-an-hour zone, and we were doing like 75. And Chad says it suits you right.
God, I'm beginning not to like Chad. He picks on me way too much.
He picks on all of us. He says, "Don't ride with me."
I don't anymore.
Yeah.
So in 1942, a UFO in Los Angeles caused 5 deaths. Have you heard about this? Yes. Back in the World War II days, that would be 1942, soldiers stationed around 120 miles from Los Angeles spotted an unidentified flying vessel zipping in and out of view. And I believe they shot flak at it.
Oh.
And they plunged the whole city of Los Angeles into darkness, thinking it was a bombing raid.
Huh. That's
I
probably
think I remember reading something about that a long time ago.
It said 5 people died from heart attacks and car crashes.
Shit.
Well, that was real smart.
Wow.
And they claimed it was a balloon and not an enemy fighter or UFO.
It's always a balloon.
That they always say that, a weather balloon. Now the other day, where were we? When I was coming out to see you guys, or when I left the dunes and we pulled into Winnemucca and I was dumping my tanks, there was a weather balloon headed your way.
Really?
It probably wasn't a weather balloon. It was probably that Wi-Fi balloons that they have.
Oh yeah,
up there now.
I don't know. It was shaped. It was small, but it was shaped like a weather balloon, and they launched it out by Winnemucca Airport, and it was drifting towards you guys.
They've been putting in these balloons up for the airlines.
Yeah.
So that they'll have constant Wi-Fi connection to the aircraft, and they don't stay in an exact spot, but they stay in a general area. Yeah. The wind blows them. Well, they've got props on them and push themselves back, but they stay in the general area, and they have those over bad reception areas. Out at work, we watched one for like 3-4 days up in the same general area.
Shaped like a weather balloon, just smaller? Okay. That's what this was then.
They got that long silver and then the ball at the top.
Yep. That's what it was.
Yeah, I've got an app. Brian, you are ex-country. You've got that app. It shows you what airplanes are in where, what area. Yeah, it's listing those things now. So let me see if I can even find one.
It's a hell of a Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, while I was dumping my tanks, I was watching it go up over the hill towards you guys. Well, it never made the hill. It was hanging out that way and kind of going your direction.
So on an early voyage, Christopher Columbus and members of his crew had spotted mysterious lights in the sky.
Oh, yeah. Christopher Columbus also in his log wrote of one that was under the water, lights under the water too. He had several accounts. All right, here we are.
Back then, it wasn't an airplane back then, or a helicopter.
There are no commercial flights. Oh, that's why. I was looking at this one area. It's a bombing range. I'm not seeing any.
Oh, interesting. So, a UFO encounter at the International Space Station was caught on camera.
Really?
So, during a live transmission from space in 2016, a number of identified flying objects were spotted around the International Space Station. Once more on video, even cutting out exactly when the object was front and center on the feed.
Wow.
It was probably a balloon.
Yeah, in space.
Scientists explained that the objects were likely planets or moons.
Yeah.
Moving at 1,400 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And NASA said the system cut out due to normal signal loss.
Always normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it? Apollo 8 or 9? Seen something out there? And I can't remember now, but they were seeing strange lights all around their craft. And
Well,
they wrote it off as moisture.
there are no balloons up at this time.
Somebody shot them all down.
So, anyway.
And they say certain events in close encounters of the third kind actually happened.
Yes.
Yep, I heard that.
And how about the Men in Black is partially based off real people?
People or aliens?
People.
Well, I saw the movie.
I liked it.
All three of them.
Yep. There's a fourth one out now overseas, Europe or something.
What's it called? No,
it's Men in Black something. It's out on Blu-ray now. Out at Redbox.
That's Men in Black 3. International. They go to like Paris or someplace.
Chad says that the lights under the water were schooling squid.
Could be. And did you know?
No, I didn't.
Thousands of Americans have taken out insurance against being abducted by aliens.
I want to be abducted.
Huh.
Let's see, what was it? Stalag 5 or something movie? That was a weird one.
Stalag 13.
Maybe.
Well, we have all seen we all have seen UFOs.
Yep.
Because all that is unidentified flying objects. If you don't know what it is, then it's a UFO.
Exactly.
So there. Roswell, when X-Country and I were on motorcycles traveling across country, we stopped at Roswell and went through the museum.
What was that all like?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't the greatest in the world. It was an old theater with all the seats taken out. So it was just kind of like storyboards everywhere.
Yeah.
But it was a good thing we stopped in Roswell because somebody discovered they had a bald tire.
On one side.
On one side.
A lot of left turns or what?
No, fighting the wind across the white sands.
Oh.
We rode like this for, I don't know, 100 miles.
I'd say more than that. It was through Arizona and into New Mexico.
Yeah, it was a long way. Yeah. And we got a ways down there and we went, doop. And then the other way.
Yeah.
So
like we did from Reno to Lovelock that time.
He had a pretty bald tire on the side.
Dang. Cool.
I had brand new tires, so mine didn't go bald.
Yep.
But we have to say that the motorcycle shop in Raton, New Mexico were very cool. We said we needed oil changes, and he said, "You guys are on the road, aren't you?" I said, "Yep." So he dropped everything he was doing and did our bikes.
Sweet. I like how some shops do that.
Yep.
Like when Richie Rich needed a tire in Marysville
Yeah.
when we were coming home.
Well, you should have seen the guy in Wyoming that Richie Rich and I went to. An old biker biker.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was something else.
Rough dude.
I had coming out of the Devil's Tower, which, by the way, UFO movie around the Devil's Tower.
Yep.
I had a flat tire, so we took it in there. It was a back tire, and it turned out what it was the valve stem got cut. Finally went. They didn't have it in right, and it finally cut it. He didn't even take my back tire off. He took a board, clamped it down, squeezed that tire down when it got up in there, and changed it.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then he welded Rich's trailer, because Rich had a camping trailer that he towed up behind his bike.
Yeah, you guys stayed the night at my house, and he slept.
He welded that up for him, and we were sitting there going, "Oh my God!" The guy didn't have on a helmet, goggles, nothing. Was just squinting.
Hell, he's an old biker dude.
Yeah. So it was kind of cool to see the Devil's Tower, knowing that I'd seen the movie that was it Close Encounters.
Yep.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and looking at it, going, "Yeah, I saw the movie."
I had a friend that lived right there in Hewitt, and that was his backyard, Devil's Tower.
A lot of white-tailed deer.
Yeah. He said if we ever were to go that way, we could stay there, but he had the same thing your brother did last year. They found him when they were supposed to leave for a ride. So, no place to stay there no more. Yeah, that's the only time Tina ever met cross country was when you guys did that trip.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did what trip?
Canada.
Montana.
Oh, and we went up and through up to Canada?
Great Glaciers National Park and everything.
Yeah, I didn't see one single glacier.
Yep. When
I think they were all covered up with the ice.
Yeah. Somebody had to leave their cheap little knife with me, and they were freaked out about it. Oh, what about my knife?
Shoot, he asked me if I was taking my handgun. No.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide if I should take mine. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead, take it.
He wanted to take it when you went to Germany, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to get a beer.
Get me one.
Okay.
Uh-oh. He's gone. Oh, so this ain't a very active yappity yap session here, X Country.
Yeah.
Not a lot going on. We're fizzling.
You just got to talk about UFOs.
Don't know much about them. I just figured Dennis Rodman's an alien. And Michael Jackson. Oh, I saw that. Sorry, saw that on the movie.
Oh, we're coming up on the hour, so if y'all done talking about UFOs, we can shut her down.
Yeah, probably I'll let you get back to doing your video.
Chad asks what I think aliens look like.
Look,
I don't know. I've never seen one.
Yeah.
Could be anywhere from Bigfoot to those skinny, big eyeballed creatures with the grays and the whites.
I think the pictures of the grays, if they're real, I think that's probably what they are. Because there's way too many people describing those.
Well, I think you can't be prejudiced, though, right? There's
No,
gotta
there's
be,
probably other ones.
there's
In
gotta be
fact,
other
they say
aliens.
that there are the reptilians, the tall ones, and then the little almond-eyed ones. Are the three basic groups.
Yeah, why do you think people's natural instinct is to be scared of reptilians?
Because they're gross.
Maybe we have a history with them,
Well, yeah,
and it's built into our DNA.
it's in our DNA. The
Don't
dinosaurs were long gone before we were here.
don't trust the reptilians.
Like the Star Trek episode of Captain Kirk and the reptilian that were in battle together. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And Captain Kirk thought it was a recorder and it was a translation device, and he was telling the reptilian everything he was doing. Oh, you dummy. So Captain Kirk made black powder. What's 3 components of black powder there, or Hailstorm?
Sulfur, magnesium, and one other.
It's not magnesium.
What is it?
Sulfur,
Yep.
saltpeter,
Oh, I don't like saltpeter.
and charcoal.
Charcoal. Okay.
Saltpeter is what you can find in the ground, but it's got I can't remember the sodium. Anyway,
I'll tell you.
but anyway, that's them. I used to know the percentages too, but I don't anymore. Are they people from Atlantis? Atlantis doesn't exist.
Not anymore.
It never did. I do believe that what's his name? Who wrote about it? It wasn't Socrates. It was God, I can't remember now. I think he was just telling a story. I don't think he was actually. Well, he was supposedly writing of a place that he was told about. He didn't actually go there.
On the other subject, it's potassium nitrate.
Yeah,
Saltpeter.
That's saltpeter.
Yep.
Potassium nitrate, sulfur.
I'll have the feds knocking on my door tomorrow because I just Googled the components of black powder.
I swear to God, I was on the computer talking.
Hey, it's been recorded. I can prove it. I better not do that. Then they'll be knocking on your doors too.
Who the heck wrote about Atlantis? Plato, I believe. So anyway.
You don't think Atlantis is real?
No.
You don't think there's the lost city of Atlantis?
No.
Well, it's lost now, so it's not real.
Yeah.
It's sunk in the ocean.
Okay.
And the caretaker's is Bigfoot.
Aquaman's taking care of it.
Why? You believe in crop circles, but yet Atlantis is out of the picture?
No kidding.
Wow.
What if it's Atlanteans that are making the crop circles? Now, I believe in Amazons.
I believe in Amazon too.
I order something from Amazon almost every day.
They got great stuff.
Yeah. Comes straight to your door.
Oh, here goes the apples again.
Oh, no. No.
Chad.
We're not going to talk about apples. Apples.
He said, I already got you talking about it. What do you mean?
Apples were invented in Atlantis to feed their offspring, Bigfoot.
It took him an hour to bring out the apples comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little slow there, Chad.
He was just letting it go for now.
Wow.
Uh,
Oh my God. I want to meet this guy.
Oh, well, save your pennies and you can fly to Lake Wales with me.
yeah,
We'll rent a car.
he said aliens like apples.
If you believe Bigfoot's an alien, then you're correct.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a big circle. Everything's connected, right? Yeah. Bigfoot, aliens, and apples. Do you really think that Sir Isaac Newton was laying under an apple tree and an apple hit him in the head? No, Bigfoot threw the apple, hit him in the head.
Oh, great. Here we go. Way to go, Chad.
So, and Rob knows all of my theories, like the Oompa Loompas bowling pin factories.
Hey, there's one not too far from my house.
Yeah. Have you seen those, X-Country? Yeah. It's underground. You can only see the entrance. But it's the Oompa Loompas are down there making bowling pins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you drive by them, it's a giant bowling pin. That's how you know where they're at.
That's the entrance. Let me see if I can find.
Great.
Yeah.
They're going to be knocking on my door for black powder. Now they're going to be knocking on your door for checking out.
Oompa Loompas?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Gotta love those little orange buggers.
Oh.
They're cousins from the Minions. Minion cousins, Oompa Loompas. Oompa, Oompa, Oompa.
Cousin It was Oompa Loompa cousin.
No, cousin It was from Herzonia.
Harrisonia,
Yeah.
which is right next to what? Baldolia?
Oompa Loompa land. Oompa, 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 Oompa. Ooh, it's the night before Christmas. Oh, you know that podcast, Graveyard Tales?
Mm-hmm.
Because you turned me on to it. They said in the old Victorian times that on Christmas, people would sit around the campfire or their fireplace and tell ghost and spooky, scary stories. That was a Christmas tradition. So I sent them my poem.
Yeah.
They were asking for stories, for true stories, accounts of true stories or made up fictional stories or whatever, scary stuff that they can read on Christmas. So I sent them my poem.
That's cool.
So we'll see.
Monkey's favorite poem?
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's pretty good at it too.
Yeah. She's pretty good at riding a four-wheeler too at 5 years old.
She needs to take over Brooklyn's. We got to get Brooklyn at 250. Then she'll be launching like an alien.
Yeah.
And how many people have been to the little alien? I'm the only one that has visited the little alien.
Where's that at?
Rachel, Nevada.
I've never been there, dude. All the time I lived in Nevada, I never went there. Always wanted to. You went there with Cross Country's aunt, didn't you?
I was there with Patty, and I've been there like 4 or 5 times. But when Patty and I were there, we had beef stroganoff, and it was really good.
Yeah. What's Halloween, Chad?
That's Halloween. No, it's not, Chad. I just explained it was a Victorian tradition to tell ghost stories around the fireplace on Christmas. Well, Rob, you're going to have to handle things. I got to go. I'll be right back.
Oh. Damn. Now we can talk about him. Go ahead, Chad. Talk about him. What do you think? Now, talking about Halloween, back in, let's see, 20 years ago. Damn, it's been a long time ago. I went to Switzerland with my now ex-wife because that's where she was from. And we went to a party that was supposed to be like a Halloween party, but they didn't know what Halloween was. So they were all asking me, you know, all about Halloween and why there's Halloween. And it's kind of weird. They had no clue, but they were trying to have a Halloween party. Who's an alien? Frank? Hobbit Hunter is an alien? Oh, maybe, huh? We'll have to check into that. Don't let him know. Yeah, I think he is too. He's kind of on the strange side. We'll have to figure that one out. Now, he has some strange stories. He's not, is he? Yeah. We'll let him know. Now he'll have the FBI knocking on his door. I'll have the ATF knocking on mine. Good. There he is. Chad thinks some strange things about Hobbit Hunter. Thinks he's an alien. What do you think? Well, if he is, then you are. There you are.
I'm back.
Yep. Yeah.
If you can't stand on one foot,
I don't think he can, Chad. I've known him a long time. I really don't think he can do that.
While eating an apple.
Oh, God. Oh, he's back. Shh, everybody quiet. He can hear us now. He's got his earphone in, his earbud. Shh.
Is it my imagination or does my chair have a smiley face?
What the hell are you talking about? You're right, Chad.
Oh. Who's an alien? Wrap your head with aluminum foil. Oh my God.
Oh.
All right, everybody go get their aluminum foil.
That's the way to run him off, Chad. Oh, crap. Oh, man, I should turn my outside lights off. It's bright out there. Yeah, he's on to us. We better hide. Can you hide from an alien? Dang, these beers are tasting good tonight. Wait, they taste good every night. They opened a new place here. It's called, what the hell is it called? Bearded Axe. You can go throw axes, and they let people bring beer in. I just don't know if having people throwing an axe and drinking beer is a good thing to combine.
Oh, he beat me to it.
Oh my God. Why does your seat have seat belts, Hobbit? Oh, now look at him. Unmute it. Unmute it, Hobbit. He's talking away, but he's muted.
I was talking sign language. All right, everybody. If you just
Or like
joined us,
that.
we're talking about UFOs. Before you join the conversation, please prepare yourself.
Always use protection.
Yes, I've got more than just the top of my head wrapped with tinfoil. So
I shouldn't be drinking beer tonight.
Rob, you're screwed, man.
I better go get my foil.
they all know what you're thinking now, brother.
Man, that radar, yeah, it's picking it right up. You're right, Chad. We better get out of here.
Tell you what,
Hailstorm signing off.
I've never thought so clearly.
Yeah, it's like
The rain is gone.
there's no. You know what tinnitus is, right? That ringing in your ear.
Yeah, I got it real
Gone.
bad.
It's gone.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I better go try that.
The
then.
voices are gone in here.
Yeah,
So.
nobody's telling me to.
Wait,
eat
you don't have
ice cream.
voices?
I got voices all the time, dude.
But dude,
And they're not good.
dude,
We can't say it out loud because then they'll know. Look, get one now. And anybody who wants one, go to our store. $49.99. You too can have this brain protection.
how
You're
much
gonna
are
have
they?
orders coming in.
They're like $20.
$49.99. And this could be yours. Yeah, Chad's got it. Sell them on Amazon. Damn straight. Alien Mind Pro protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, anyway, we are talking about UFOs.
Uh-oh.
Rob's in trouble.
He's gonna go get his
The
tinfoil.
men in black are at his front door. They're coming after him. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
Too funny.
way too funny. Chad says he's in tears. Don't cry, Chad. It will all be fine.
That's funny. Right, hailstorm. What are you gonna come up
on.
with? I hope he doesn't use saran wrap.
He might suffocate. He would suffocate. So anyway, 140 years of UFO investigation. The Telegraph.
He's using the whole roll. Was he
He's
building a
covering his whole body.
bodysuit?
Story.
Uh-oh.
There he is.
Hey, there.
Boy.
Oh,
You know,
that
you
looks like
got
an
it.
antenna.
You got it on the wrong. If it's on the right side, you're available. Left side, you're married. So you got it on the right side. Can't hear you. He's got his mic underneath his tinfoil. Duh. He had him on backwards. He was talking out of the back of his head.
It's called a fart.
Okay. We're all safe now, Chad.
What about you, Chad?
Yeah, you better have your yeah. your helmet on, because we don't want you going and telling on us.
Arr.
Oh, this ought to get some hits.
Well, we're just talking about UFOs and strange phenomenon in the sky. Come on.
Chad always has his on.
All right, story. You ready for a story?
Yes.
Yes.
When we were out at the ranch, there was a guy that...
Which ranch? The Mustang Ranch?
Do you want me to tell the story or not?
Okay, go ahead.
When we were out at the ranch, there was a guy from Bolivia that lived in a little trailer. Was that trailer still out there when you were old enough to remember? It was past the shop in the field that the spring was in.
Right.
That little. Well, he lived in that camp trailer, and he was like a ag advisor for the Bolivian government, and he came to the United States to see how they did ranching and stuff. So he. Eidman, remember Eidman? Got him the job out there at the ranch. But this guy was into sci-fi. And on Friday nights, there was a thing called Creature Features.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and there was 2 monster movies or UFO or scary movies. There was a sci-fi, 2 in a row.
Yep.
Well, it got to be kind of a pain in the butt, but he'd show up every Friday, and I think they started like at 8:00. Went from 8 until midnight. Every day, every Friday, he'd show up and want to watch those because he didn't have TV in that little trailer. So we would let him come in and watch Creature Features. Well, Brian's uncle, Dick, him and I had lambing camp that night. And what we did is during the night, we worked at lambing camp when the sheep were lambing. And one of us would take turns taking care of the cows for like a week, and then we'd swap off because nobody liked messing with the sheep. But we took turns doing lambing camp. And I ain't going to tell you whose idea it was. I'm pretty sure it was Dick's. But we took a couple rolls of tinfoil. We'd planned this for weeks. And it was this guy's, and I can't remember his name. It was his turn at lambing camp. And what you do is you go and you stay the night there, and you get up every couple hours and go to the pens and check and see which ones have had their lambs, and then move them over here. And then you go back to bed for a couple hours, and you do the same thing. Well, that's what you did when you were at lambing camp. But the guy that was going to lambing camp, he always headed over there just about after supper, just about sundown, and the sun was going down. So we were out there we had a couple culverts, and we parked, we had Toyota Land Cruisers that we used out the ranch, and we parked them around the bend, and we got down in the culvert. They're pretty good sized culvert. They're about 4 or 5 foot high. And Dick wrapped me in tinfoil from head to toe, wrapped in tinfoil, and stood there and waited, and it was getting darker and darker and darker, and the sun had gone down. And here come the headlights to the Land Cruiser. So just about perfect timing. What you have that just to the outskirts of the headlights, just beyond the headlights, but you could still see. I stepped onto the road totally covered in tinfoil. He got, I'd say 30 feet from me and slammed on the brakes, turned around and left. And we never saw him again.
You're lucky you didn't get shot.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Nowadays you would.
He was gone for about 2 weeks.
I'm going to get my radar going, sorry.
Dick and I got in trouble. We had to cover lambing camp for him. I've been wanting to do that again. So anyway.
Do it out at the mine, dude, on the dump.
Yeah, right. I get in trouble. Those weirdos run you over.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel a lot safer now that I am covered.
Yep, my radar's working.
The voices have stopped. I can think clearly now. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. So all you did was line your cap with tinfoil.
Yeah.
I don't
Stylish.
think that works.
How?
You gotta have radar.
Oh, crap.
Don't need radar. I'm trying to keep the shit out, not bring it in.
Well, you need to know where it is.
Oh.
You gotta pick up them noises.
There we go. Actually, it's getting kind of hot under there.
That's because you. Hey, the Bud Light helps a lot.
Yeah. All the Bud Light trucks are going to be drawn to your house.
Send them my way too.
So here we are.
Oh God! If somebody comes on now, they're gonna wonder what the hell.
Oh well.
I think Fly Rock said, "The heck with this crap."
I think he was making dinner, so he logged off quite early before all the shenanigans happened.
The shenanigans.
It's the shenanigan group.
I should call Trump, dude.
Like that?
Yeah. Dude, guess what?
Drunk calling Trump with a
With a cone on his head.
Okay, everybody listen up. This is the commander.
Okay.
I'm not going to be a part of this.
Protectors on.
Will Robinson.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Ex-country left us.
He can't handle our shit. He says you need to screenshot that to use it as your profile picture.
Oh, sometimes Chad is a genius.
Either that or Chad is doing it himself.
Chad is an alien.
Okay, Chad, what shed did you cover up with foil?
I could never get my screenshot to work. So we're going to see.
I don't know how, so I'm not even trying.
Just take a picture from your
guess what?
phone.
It worked. All right. Where's my file? Show pictures. All right, let's see.
Man, we've been on almost 2 hours. That's cool.
Really?
Yeah. Well, hour and 45 minutes.
That long.
Chad wants to know who came up with the foil on the heads. Wasn't that in that movie with Mel Gibson? Yep.
Yeah. But it's been done time and time again.
It's to draw in the energy.
It's to block. So they can't read our minds.
You got to have a mind for them to read first, so I guess I don't need it.
This is true.
Yep.
I am working on it.
Says the usage of a metal foil hat for protection against interference of the mind was mentioned in a science fiction short story.
Aha.
The Tissue Culture King, first published in 1926.
Wow.
That was a long time ago.
In which the... Yeah. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. What?
Says that the efficiency of metal enclosure and blocking electromagnetic radiation depends on the thickness of foil.
I got to get more.
Okay. This just will not do.
Your wife's gonna kick your ass.
Honey, we're out of foil.
Oh, there goes Hobbit.
There we go. I got a tail now.
You got a foil mullet. Oh God.
There we go. We're good now. Okay, what else can we read here? Let's see.
Fly Rock must have went to bed, huh?
Yeah, or maybe he's eating dinner. He's covering his whole body. I hear the tinfoil.
He's out of tinfoil now. That's why in the movie Terminator, they were made out of that liquid metal.
Oh.
That's why. Nobody
Could
can
be.
interfere with their assignments.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, here we go.
Oh, you're right, Chad. He said that there's seatbelts on the back of Hobbit's chair because it's just to get to the mothership. Oh, because he still thinks, yeah, I think you're right, Chad. We need to probe that guy. We need to see.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
What?
It says in 2005, a group of MIT students tested the efficiency of foil helmets, blocking various radio frequencies. Using 2 layers of aluminum foil, they constructed 3 helmet designs. The helmets shielded their wearers from radio waves over most of the tested spectrums. But surprisingly, amplified certain frequencies.
He is using a whole roll.
So the frequency, Jesus, allocated for mobile communications and broadcast.
Now I got a
satellites.
problem. I can't hear nothing.
That's good.
Well, I think we're in trouble now.
Yeah. As soon as he can hear you, have to tell him that one.
Ow! I just stuck a pin in my ear.
Oh, dude.
Ow! Did it again. Hang on, I'll get you there.
I like the goatee.
Okay, I can hear you guys now. It's really hot in here.
Well, I've got good news for you.
What?
MIT students played with some expensive equipment and they tested the efficiency of foil helmets.
Well, I'm sure glad they used expensive and not cheap.
Yeah. So they found that it blocked most spectrums
Oh, crap.
but get this, it actually amplified those frequencies allocated for mobile communications and broadcast satellites.
What the hell?
I'm taking mine off.
Chad says that's not a goatee. It's a drool catcher.
Yeah, it is.
It's for catching your drool.
I'm
I
done.
got a tinfoil diaper on, too.
We figured that you were using a lot of tin foil. We could hear it.
You can hear me. I got to take that out of there before the cleaning lady shows up. She's going to want to know what the hell's going on.
She's going to want to know what's in your underwear.
No, she's going, why do you have tinfoil in the bathroom? I was doing an experiment. The aliens were trying to read my mind.
You got a new cleaning lady?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
She's scary. I think she's an alien.
In the news.
Oh, no.
Tinfoil hats no longer best protection against alien mind reading.
Oh,
Oh, crap.
UFO convention.
What do I need now?
Yeah, you're just amplifying your signal.
I am?
Yes.
Hey, can you hear that vibration going on? I'm going to change.
Oh.
You know, it's really, really hot in here.
I wonder why. I got to take a picture of that one. Gotcha.
You look like a Buddhist in that picture. Yeah, the government's coming after you.
Are they?
Yeah.
So they say this doesn't work?
You're on their watch list now.
Couldn't you have read that to me before I did this to myself? Try it out loud.
Hey. See, you just got a text message.
Oh!
It's alive.
Ah!
Yeah. So UFO foil helmets bonked. Don't wear them.
Okay. I was going to make $1 million off that crap too.
What's the new high-tech alien defibrillator?
I got to go put this in the kitchen and save it. I can use it again. Not. Come to Nevada, see the big ball, the world's largest ball of alien tinfoil. Yay! So here we are once again, clean shaven.
Let's do a little research.
Okay. Okay. Is Chad still out there? Or is he giving up on us?
No, he's still out there.
Is he?
So they say one of the best ways to defend against an alien invasion
Yes.
is actually having space debris all around the planet,
Well, we got that.
because it can destroy non-shielded spacecraft coming out of light speed into Earth's orbit.
Well, there you go. Light speed. Light speed.
Yeah.
Yelp. Well, good, because that tinfoil hat was really, really hot.
Done son.
Chad saw my seatbelts.
What are the seatbelts for?
They're not seatbelts. There's a pad attached to them. I can slide it up and down to wherever I want it. And it's a little low.
You thought you were going to outer space in it.
I've been there. Came back. So anyway, so Hailstorm decided he didn't want to hang with us no more, huh?
I don't know where he went.
He just kind of disappears.
Oh, scary.
He's back. Oh,
Bummer.
oh, you scared the heck out of me.
Uh-oh.
That's a hell of a mask.
It's a good one. Nobody will recognize me.
So anyway, are you going to make me some stickers there, X-Country?
Yeah, whenever we get time.
Yeah. I figured I got room to publicize, advertise your channel. So
Unless you want one for your channel.
both.
Oh, jeez.
Did you get the elk, deer, pig, and antelope stickers?
No,
I sent those to you.
I don't think you did.
Could have swore I did. Let me check.
Yeah, we can do that another time.
Yeah, I wonder who the hell I sent them to because I didn't send them to you. Send them to somebody. The only problem is the deer is a whitetail.
Hey.
So Chad says, if aliens communicate, wouldn't we pick it up? The means of crop circles would work then. That
No,
means crop circles.
I kind of have a feeling that their radio, if that's what you want to call it, is a hell of a lot more advanced than what we have.
It's called, they're talking through mind, aren't they? They don't
Telepathic?
need radios. Yeah.
Telepathic enhancers like this. X-Country.
Apples.
There you go. That was right.
Have you seen the movie Fire in the Sky?
Yes.
That's a good movie. That's
Yes.
based on a true story. And in that one, they just looked at each other and knew what they were saying. So just like you just did.
He-
You're right, Chad.
the guy
Him and his son both are.
that actually happened to in
Yeah.
real life was actually quite pissed at the movie that came out.
Why is that?
Everything was somewhat true up to the point of when he went into the spaceship.
Okay.
You said it was not as violent and as scary as the movie portrayed.
Yeah.
The aliens were quite nice to him and made him feel comfortable. It wasn't a scary experience like the movies portrayed.
Yeah. Well, you got to do that for a movie to make it more exciting.
Right.
It was a pretty good movie, though. I liked it.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I think I watched it about a month ago.
Been a long time since I seen that movie.
To get on, I think I watched it on YouTube. There was a couple of stories of him talking about his experience, the true real life experience.
I'm gonna have to look that up and watch that.
Yeah, ever since the event, I think he's been doing a lot of on the road type talks.
There's a really good movie, and I cannot remember the name of it. The woman that played in not Doom. She was the Fifth Element.
Yep. I don't know her name, but I
She
know
got a
who you're
Russian
talking about.
name, I think it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It's a weird name. And then she did those apocalypse movies, whatever they were. We talked about her before. She did a movie where she was a psychiatrist in Alaska. And
Mila Ovovich.
Ovovich.
Yeah.
Ovovich. Yeah, that's her. Pull up her movies.
Yeah,
Can you do
already
that?
on it. Which
All
one
right.
are you looking for?
She was a psychiatrist in Alaska.
It's not the Resident Evil one, is it?
No.
The fourth kind?
Yeah, The Fourth Kind. That was a scary friggin' movie because she made the movie and she was portraying this psychiatrist. And when they did the parts where she was videoing her sessions with the people she was working with, they would kind of like do the movie, but then they would show the real tapes and some of the shit that was going on.
Yeah, I seen that.
That was a freaky movie. Rob's looking at his belly again.
Yeah, I'm looking at her.
Why is your face all purple?
Too many purple beers. I don't know.
She's been in a lot of movies.
They're better.
Yeah.
Dang.
There was one.
I didn't realize she was in Dazed and Confused. Now I know where I knew her from.
She made one where she was in Hawaii and there was escaped killers. That was a good movie. She did an excellent job in that one.
Yeah, she was in Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, that's one
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
That's a classic, man.
Really?
That's where
yeah.
McConaughey got a start from that one.
Was she dazed and confused?
Yeah, she was smoking a joint.
All right.
Yeah. The Moon Tower was in that one.
The what?
They had a moon tower, they called it. Told some little punk freshman kid, you know, some guy freshman drank 2 beers and fell all the way down this, banging his head on every run. That was a good movie.
Okay.
Hobbit's like, what?
You guys are too weird.
She was in Hellboy too.
Was she? Huh?
Really?
2000.
I saw that movie.
The new one?
Yeah.
The Blood Queen?
I don't remember seeing her. Huh.
She was the Blood Queen.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll go back and watch that movie again.
She's in a lot of Resident Evils, The Three Musketeers.
Well, yeah,
There's been what, 4 Resident
Zoolander.
Evils?
1, 2, 3. I see 3 on here.
God dang it, Chad.
Or
Don't mention
Resident
that
Evil.
word. We don't talk about that word.
Ba, 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 ba. 'Twas the night before Christmas and all through the house. Halloween's coming up.
She's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do a Halloween show.
I'm checking now to see if I'm off that day.
Well, you could do it a leading day up to it.
Is Halloween October 31st?
Nope. Not this year.
It's a
I'm
leap year,
off.
isn't it?
I'm excuse me, that's February. October 31st. I am off. Oh, damn it. All those little liberal beggars are going to be at my door wanting candy.
What?
Wah, wah, wah.
Isn't Halloween always on the 31st?
Yes.
Pretty much.
But the thing is,
That's why I threw out the leap year.
not really.
Not really.
Not really. Because
Not on a leap year.
it's a Thursday. Because around here, they go trick-or-treating so that they're not out late for school.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
No.
So they'll probably do it the 30th because they're not in school the 31st because it's Nevada Day. Believe it or not, Nevada became a state on Halloween. So I don't know what the hell's down there. Oh, tinfoil.
I wonder why you got that there.
Yeah, what's it doing down there?
What's he doing?
Who?
You.
Picking up tinfoil. What are you doing?
Drinking Crown and Coke.
What are you doing? How you doing? Did you hear that woman on TV that said that we should eat the babies to help with climate change?
What?
Yep. Then we don't have to grow cows, and we just eat them.
God.
There's so many abortions, we can just eat the babies.
Sick.
Yeah. So here we are, not talking about aliens.
It's because we've been drinking beers.
I know. Aliens. It's kind of hard nowadays because all the satellites, you can see those suckers moving so easily. You go,
Yeah.
Yep. I think we scared them away. Chad said that you're Oompa Loompa. You've got a purple face. Oh, you're the girl that ate the blueberry pie. Hey, this is a family show.
I'm scratching my nose.
Uh-huh. Oh, well.
Life goes on.
Yes, it does. All righty then. Well, I think we've stirred up enough trouble for one night.
Yep.
Has anybody got anything else?
What do you got to say, Chad? Other than you missed us, we know you did.
Oh, we know he did. What the hell happened to my screen?
And how'd you end up on the bottom and X Country ended up on top?
Oh. I'm in the middle according to mine.
You and Cross Country just switched places. What are you guys doing?
So, well, Chad, something happened to Rob.
I'm right here. You don't. Oh.
Well, what do you guys think?
Yeah, we better.
I got to go see if I can find that movie, The Fourth Kind, on Prime and scare myself.
There you go.
There you go.
So, anything to say before we get off there, Hailstorm?
Been a good night. It's been a while.
How about you? X Country Adventures.
Don't wear tinfoil hats. It amplifies.
You doing a show tomorrow night?
No.
X Country?
No, we put the shows on pause.
Okay.
I think once we get more viewers, then we'll bring the show back on.
Okay.
I'd hate to bring on folks that are having to break away from their businesses just to be on the show.
Yeah.
And then only having a few people watching at that time. It just doesn't seem fair.
Okay.
So we're going to build the subscriber count up and then bring the show back on.
Okay. I was just wondering.
You working tomorrow?
No.
Rob?
Well, I'm working on the video.
I'm working 12. I'll be home about 6.
Do it again, 6:30?
6:30 your time? Sounds good to me.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about? Prepping. Doing what you can do to be a prepper. Or just be ready for the big disaster that's going to come our way sooner or later. Anything you can do. So that's us. Talk over a beer live. Good night.